I feel like my favorite characters are gonna be everybody's favorite characters, so I'm just well, we're gonna talk about it anyway. Whatever, whatever. All right, so first is Queen Rhaenys. Like, let's not even play with her. Let's not play on her name. It's rightful Queen Rhaenys. I'm sorry. Like, and I knew that she would be my favorite, one of my favorites, as soon as that tourney happened in the beginning of the season. You know what I'm talking about? And she was like looking at her fingernails, just like, girl, these knights so green. They don't know nothing about the war. They don't nothing. Girl, I was just thinking about Maegor. Girl, these girls don't know nothing about war, honey. As soon as she was shading them girls at the tourney, I knew that Rhaenys would be one of my favorites. She's just that girl. She's that girl. She's that girl. She's that girl. And like I said, when she popped up on them hoes at the coordination, I did have to stand. Like I said, I did have to bend my knee a little bit. Rhaenys says, I do not care if you have arthritis. I do not care if you have joint problems. You're gonna bend that knee, and that's it. I just love how Rhaenys understands that this patriarchal shit is bullshit. You know, and even down to people calling her the queen who never was or some shit. I'm just like, girl, if I was Rhaenys, I'd be like, bitch, y'all need to just stop at the queen. You don't have to keep calling me the queen who never was. I understand that y'all picked somebody who was a male instead of me just for him being male, and that's fine. But y'all don't have to keep talking about the queen who never was, the almost queen, whatever, bitch. All them corny ass nicknames y'all trying to give me, bitch. I am the queen, and you're just gonna have to respect that shit, period. But yeah, I love how Rhaenys, like I said, understands that this sexist shit don't make no sense, and it informs how she acts and how she also interacts with Rhaenyra and stuff. But yeah, it informs how she acts as a character, period. She really, really cares about her family, you can tell. And she's extremely intelligent. She's not naive. She won't sit around twiddling her thumbs. She's going to hop on that fucking dragon. She's gonna hop on that dragon and I'm going to get my life. So I can't wait to see. I know that there's big stuff coming up for Rhaenys, and she has a part to play, obviously, in the Dance of the Dragon. So I can't wait to see more of her and her little, that little snarky ass smirk that she be having on. So she's so shady. Rhaenys so shady. I love her. I love her. They need to give her, I don't know if they need to make her a little bit like, more like the Queen of Thorns as well. Just, I'm not talking about like the things that she does as a character, but the how she talks, like things that she says, like her insults or shade, or like I want her to be a little bit like a Queen of Thorns character. You know what I mean? I love her. I love Rhaenys. Of course, I love Daemon. I feel like that's not a surprise to anybody. I love how complicated he is, I think. I love how human he is. I hate how abusive he is. I really do hate it. I think that just his love for his brother and his love for his family, period, but his love for his brother was an interesting kind of thing to explore. Even after he died, and how he was just so like hurtful or choking out Rhaenyra when she's told him, just mentioned the Song of Ice and Fire, and he was pissed that Viserys didn't tell him. Just like all that shit when he put his brother's crown back on his head when it fell off, when he was trying to walk on to the Iron Throne, defending Rhaenyra, like all of that stuff. Just his love for his brother was really cool to see. But also Daemon's vicious side, the dragon side of him, was delicious to watch. But if I had to be around a person like that, I would just make sure that I have a dragon of my own. Like, that's it. Because like I said, it's one thing to enjoy a character for being a character. It's one, like, you know, it's one thing to enjoy the way or what a character adds to a story. But it's another thing to ask yourself, if you had to experience this person in real life, would you really want to be around that ass? And the answer is no, I definitely would not, because I feel like you would not know what you're getting with Daemon. One day he's smiling in your face, trying to, you know, suck on your neck. And then the next day he's trying to choke your ass out in front of a Dragonstone fireplace. Like, it's just, I do not want to get involved with nobody like that, no type of personality like that, because you don't know hot from cold. I'm not trying to deal with that. But as a character, I think Daemon is very compelling, very interesting. Although, like I said this many times before, the idea that Daemon is not a good brother or is not a good, I don't know. I think I'm so scared of the showrunners or people in general simplifying Daemon's character as to like all good or all bad. And it's just like, he's neither, you know, he's definitely not all good, but he's definitely not all evil either. And so I just hope that we continue to see, and y'all don't cut out these important deleted scenes. These deleted scenes piss me off, of him comforting his kids, of him like processing Luke's death before he told Rhaenyra, like all that. I'm just like, we just please include more of Daemon, more of all sides of Daemon, so that I can fully get my life. Like, please stop playing with me. Obviously, I love Rhaenyra. Team Black all day, bitch. Are you serious? I love Rhaenyra. Even like young Rhaenyra was just, anybody who's just like, bitch, looking at tradition or looking at society and saying like, oh, bitch, all this shit that y'all doing looks stupid and it's really inefficient. And Rhaenyra was starting to see that shit, or she was seeing that shit when she was a young child, you know? Shout out to Millie. She was just way too smart, way too observant, you know, for y'all to expect Rhaenyra to just sit down in a woman's place. Like, she does not want to hear none of that shit. And I think that's what makes me that's one of the reasons that make me love her so much, is that she's like, I don't care what y'all are talking about. I'm sitting on that throne. I don't care what y'all talking about. I'm not going to be nobody's maiden. I am the rightful ruler. I am the rightful queen. And y'all are just going to have to be upset about it. And also, I feel like when Rhaenyra loves, she loves hard. I mean, from her father to her sons to even Alicent. I think she values that like emotional human connection, and that would have made her a great ruler if y'all did not come around here chomping on her son Luke. If y'all did not chomp on her, if Vhagar's old life alert needing ass did not start chomping on Luke's, I mean, maybe she would not have opened the floodgates on y'all dumb asses. I know that's coming in season 2. But yeah, if the kingdom had just, you know, followed what they swore to, because y'all said Rhaenyra was supposed to be on the throne. If the kingdom had followed what they swore to, we would have seen maybe a more loving, motherly side of Rhaenyra in the coming seasons. But now she coming for y'all heads. And that's it. And guess what? I'm gonna be on her side. I don't care what war crimes she commit. I'm gonna be on her side. Y'all could be mad about it. Y'all could call whatever conventions. Y'all could call the UN. Y'all could do whatever. It don't matter what war crimes Rhaenyra commit. I'm gonna be on her side. She the rightful queen. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm really hollering. I'm screaming because like all of my favorite characters are from House Targaryen, basically. But I mean, this is a show about Targaryens. Whatever. Viserys was one of my favorites. I mean, and I think this had a lot to do with Patty's performance. Like, wow. Can we just round of applause? Like, really? I mean, all the actors and actresses like really are doing their thing on this show. But obviously, since Viserys was such a vital part in showing how the Dance of Dragons even got kicked off in the first place, like a lot of the focus is going to be on him. And I think that just the journey that we went on with Viserys, it was just so emotionally compelling to watch. Like, I mean, just from the weight of the crown on his head, to what he did to Emma, girl, what he did to his wife, child, that's, oh my God, to the guilt that ate him up about it, to his relationship with his brother, to him being realistic about the power that that Targaryens have or don't have over the dragons, him wanting desperately for his family to come together so that he can, you know, rule over a realm of peace. Right? Just him trying, I think, is just what Viserys' story is all about. He was just trying so hard. He was not nobody's conqueror. He was not nobody's like killer. He was not, you know, and I think you just had to be a more monstrous person to sit on that throne, and Viserys clearly wasn't. He did some really fucked up shit, like really terrible shit, you know, and he was definitely in his own little la-la land when it comes to certain things, the delusion, you know, to keep him warm at night when his whole kingdom is falling down, you know, around him. But he didn't. He just wanted peace. That's what he wanted peace. He wanted his family. He wanted his brother. He wanted his daughter. He wanted his wife. I just think Viserys was too good of a man for the throne. You needed, you need a destroyer, a conqueror. You know, you need somebody with that kind of personality, especially if you have all kinds of forces trying to get power, trying to ascend the throne. Like, you just needed somebody with that kind of viciousness to sit on the throne if we're going to be, you know, lusting after power, like the throne, like the Iron Throne and the kingdom and lordships and all this shit, kingships, all this shit. Like, you just need a different kind of personality, and Viserys didn't have it. And I think that's why we loved him. I mean, even up to the death scene, oh my God. Oh, I was so annoyed when his ass was talking to Alicent. I was like, open your eyes. I know you only got one baby, but open your eyes. That's Alicent. It's not Rhaenyra, girl. Alicent don't got no type of perfume or nothing that you can tell the difference. What's going on? I was so, But yeah, I really love Viserys. What else? Who else? I really loved a lot of the characters, but I'm just picking my babies. Let me just pick Luke because Luke did not belong in Westeros. Like, Luke didn't even belong in George's universe. And what I mean by that, he was just so not trying to kill people for thrones, you know what I mean? Or run people over to get to a higher status. And he was so scared when he was talking to Rhaenyra, and just like, you know, my granddad, I guess, allegedly, Corlys, he's the greatest sailor to ever do it, you know, and I'm supposed to fill his shoes. Even before that, when he was talking to Corlys, and Corlys was so excited, yeah, you're gonna get Driftmark. Luke was like, bitch, I do not, if I get Driftmark, that means that everybody has died. So Luke he really just did not belong in this world. Just like Viserys did not belong in this world. He was just too nice. And Rhaenyra Slick doesn't belong in this world either, because she's so forward thinking when it comes to gender, right? So I just really hated that Luke got turned into fried cheese sticks. You know, Vhagar swallowed that ass whole. I mean, chomped that ass up. Oh my God, it was so, I hated that for Luke. But yeah, I mean, Luke was over there slicing people's eye out in defense of his brother, because Aemon was, when they were younger, Aemon was really about to get in on Jace's ass, I think, and he was like, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. But yeah, Luke was way, way, way too nice for this world. Like, way too nice for this world, and he did not deserve that ending. Oh my gosh. Vhagar, your hungry, hungry ass. Vhagar with your old life alert needing ass. Aiming so, oh my God, y'all so annoying. And what's also annoying, I guess I could throw Laena in there as well, because I mean, I can't really talk too much about her because we needed to see way more of her, and I understand that they needed to make sure that everything fit into season 1. But Laena, I really enjoyed Laena for the seconds that she was in the show. I really would have loved to explore her character more. But yeah, that's really it. I'm sure there's I could really go on and on about my favorite characters of this show. And I'm sure that a lot of y'all's favorite characters are in this video anyway, but whatever, like, they're my favorite. They're my favorite. So yeah, that's it. I just want to remind y'all that whenever Rhaenyra enters a building, enters your presence, the correct way to address her is your grace, okay? Because she's the rightful goddamn queen. Ho, don't play with me. Team Black all day, bitch. Get into it, Bethany. Love y'all so much. Thank you so much for checking out the video, and I will catch y'all later.